Hello, thanks so much for watching today. I have for you today two, uh, 2 days. If you need a mask right away, delivery in 2 days without paying for that expensive overnight or 2 day delivery that costs like $20, $30, this is just regular delivery in 2 days of a mask. Okay? Welcome to the channel. Now we're going to have product reviews of all the good products and all the things you need for COVID-19. And our first show today is going to be about the masks because you need masks. If you already have your masks, you have a friend or family member that needs a mask and they need it quickly. So I've researched this. I have a master's degree and I have done a lot of research for my master's degree. And so I have researched this on the internet, not to find so much the best mask, but to find a mask that you can get in 2 days. If you stay to the end of this video, I'm going to give you 2 new tips for getting for protecting yourself from the coronavirus that no one else has told you about. I have 2 tips, things that I just thought of myself to protect you from the coronavirus. Okay, so stay tuned. This show is for you. Okay, now first of all, we're looking for a mask that is an N95 mask, but we can't get these masks. They're starting to slowly be available, but we really can't get these masks right now. We're not supposed to get these masks because the medical workers need them. However, what I have done is research so that you can just get a regular mask and still have just as much protection as the N95 mask. Okay, now first of all, I was looking for a mask just any kind of a mask that I could get very quickly. And so I called around on the internet. I researched around on the internet, and I found that Amazon has no masks right now. They're very backed up. You can order a mask from Amazon. You might get lucky and they might have them in stock for a few days, but Amazon is so popular, they're running out of masks. And so you don't want to order a mask if you need it quickly on Amazon. If you can wait a long time, great. All right. So then, you can go to places like Etsy or to eBay. But I wasn't looking so much for a designer mask. I was just looking for something that I could get quickly, and I didn't know if on Etsy or Shopify and some of those, whether you would be able to get the mask quickly enough. So I just, kept looking around. Now, this is not saying that this is the greatest mask or anything like that, but it's a perfectly regular, suitable mask. And the mask that came, I ordered 3 masks. And the mask that came the quickest was from Brooks Brothers. The mask came in 2 days. And that was just ordering by regular mask, a perfectly good white mask. Okay, the second mask that I ordered that came the next was in about 2 to 3 days, and that was from the String King. And it was a perfectly good white, just a regular white mask. And so the third mask, I don't even remember the name of it, but it just took a little bit longer. However, I had ordered a mask from Amazon that never arrived. Okay, so this is just trying to give you a little helpful information. Also, they have a new website now that's called nowinstock.net, where you can go to see which websites have a lot of supplies. But, I'm just telling you this in case you need a mask quickly until you can actually get the best mask. These were both very good as far as just being quick. 2 days for this one, 3 days for this one. And so that gives you a little information about how to get a mask more quickly. Okay, so now I'm going to give you some tips that no one else knows about, or if they know about them, they haven't shared them with the public, and they haven't written about them with the public. Okay, so are you ready for your 2 tips to give you extra protection from the COVID-19? Okay, Tip number 1 is this. If you'll notice, they say to wash your hands, to wear a mask, and to also wash your hands. So, of course, you want to wear the mask, and by the way, when you put the mask on, make sure that it goes tightly over your nose and tightly onto your cheeks and under your chin, and so that it fits firmly, because that will give you the added protection. But the first tip that I'm going to give you right now is not only should you wash your hands and keep your nails very clean and cut short, but you should also wash your face. Your face, especially around your nose and mouth. Do some gargling to clean out your mouth. And protect yourself by, after you've been out in public and you think you may have been around some germs, get something, this is Dial antibacterial liquid, and use this to clean your face, because if you did get any of that, those germs in sprayed, they would be all around your face, around your mouth and nose. So don't just wash your hands, also wash your face. Okay, that's tip number 1. Tip number 2. I know you're in a rush to get out of here, so I'm going to quickly go through tip number 2. Tip number 2 is wear not one mask, but 2 masks. Now, listen to my thinking on this. The reason that one of the big reasons that the N95 mask is so much better is because it has 4 layers of materials. And I think it also has some copper in one of their materials. But the average mask is only, the regular masks are what, 1 or 2 materials. You might get lucky and get 3 materials, but they're not 4 layers. And by having the 4 layers, they say that it really increases the coverage and blocking. It's saying that the coronavirus cannot get through that many layers of material. So, and when you wear 2 masks, what I mean by that is you want to wear the one mask that you put on very tightly and make sure that that mask is really doing the job. And then you loosely add a second mask so that it doesn't interfere with the first mask doing its blocking, but just adding a second layer of protection, either loosely or tightly for the second mask, giving you 4, you need 4 layers of fabric to increase the chances of the blocking being so good that the coronavirus cannot get through. Okay, and so that gives you your 2 extra tips, and no one else is saying these or advertising these. These are just my own idea, something I'm doing myself, and that you can also do, which just really increases your chance of not getting that coronavirus. Okay? And I'm starting, this is a new product review channel that I'm starting. ChristineWineland.com, product reviews, and it's going to be very, very different than what you usually see on the internet. It's not going to be so much just technical information. It's going to be very in-person, from me to you, information that I have developed and researched, not only from statistics, but from my common sense and my knowledge and understanding of different products and research. And this is over a lifetime of doing this kind of a thing. And if you're still tuned in, I want to tell you some special reasons why I personally am able to give you very good product reviews on products, all sorts of products. I'm going to be reviewing all sorts of products. And the reason that I'm so good at this, besides that I did a research project when I was getting my master's degree at the University of Miami. I did a project because I'm also a professional harpist, and I did a study of which string is better, which harp string is better, the gut string or the nylon string. And what I found in the research project it was my master's thesis, was that there was no significant difference. Okay, so sometimes when we're doing research, we find that we don't always get the results that we think that we're going to get, which was the case there. But besides doing that research project to get my master's degree, I also have a lot of good experiences with different products in 3 more ways I'm going to tell you about very quickly. The first way is that when I give gifts to my family or friends, they always tell me that, Christine, this is the most unusual gift. Where did you ever find it? It's so clever, it's so creative. And so people say that I give wonderful gifts and that I'm able to find things that most people aren't able to find. That's my number 1. Number 2 is that when I go into a store and I'm looking for something, say I'm in the ladies section looking at shirts or slacks, or could be in a bookstore, I noticed, this has been happening to me all my life, that when people see me looking in a certain section, other people will come over and also want to look in my section, as if I have something special, that I'm going to be able to find something that they want also. And so I've had this problem all my life. People, when I'm looking at something, they'll come over and they want to see it also, and they, for some reason, instinctively know that I'm finding a good thing. Okay, that's my second. And my third item to just share with you, these are just experiences that I've had in my lifetime. The third thing that happens to me is whenever I'm shopping in a store, I'm a very careful shopper, and I'm very good at finding things for low prices and really good things, really good finds. A lot of people are good at this. I'm not saying that I'm anyone special. I'm certainly not. I'm just like everyone else. But I just have a good idea for finding things in stores, and I'll notice that when I take my item up to the front counter, that the people standing around and the cashier behind the counter will actually comment on the item and the price that I found. And they'll say, Christine, how did you find this? This is such a great item. I didn't even know it was here, and I work in the store. Or this is such a fantastic price. How did you ever find something for this price? So this shows you that I have had a little knack for doing this kind of thing of good product reviews and a good ability to find good products all my life. And so you are going to get the benefit of this now, because I'm going to be sharing this on my channel every day and every week. And thanks so much for watching.